I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Israel Adesanya says Alex Pereira is giving me Paulo Costa vibes. UFC current middleweight undisputed champion Israel Adesanya has compared Alex Pereira pre-fight antics to those of his former opponent Paulo Costa. At UFC 281 next weekend, Adesanya Israel Adesanya will look to make his sixth successful defense of his 185 middleweight pound gold. Previously, the Nigerian New Zealand has seen off challenges from Costa, Romero, Vittori, Whitaker, and Jared. Now, Israel Adesanya is in for a unique challenge against a familiar foe. While unbeaten at middleweight in the UFC, his sole promotional loss came at light heavyweight on the scorecards to Jan Blachowicz. The last style bender has been knocked out once in his combat sports career in kickboxing, and that fight came against his next opponent, Alex Pereira, who also outpointed Israel Adesanya in their first of two fights. Alex Pereira beat him on the scorecards in the first fight, and then he knocked him out, I believe, in the third round in their second fight. Having followed Israel Adesanya over to MMA and won his first three fights under the UFC banner, Alex Pereira has earned a title shot in a unique trilogy fight with the promotion's current middleweight undisputed king. Ahead of the fight next week, the build-up for the UFC 281 headliner has certainly been interesting, with the challenger largely mocking Israel Adesanya training technique with social media videos. In one instance, Pereira responded to a video of the champ dodging a tennis ball against a wall by sparring on a hoverboard. Oh my goodness, this guy. He's just trolling. So it says, Alex Pereira fires back at Israel Adesanya tennis ball training. Training with a tennis ball is easy. I want to see him train boxing on a hoverboard. Okay, so he's just having fun. For Adesanya, Pereira's trolling bears resemblance to one of his compatriots and fellow middleweight contenders, what's his name? Paulo Costa. In an interview with the All-Star, the last stylebender compared Pereira's videos to the online presence of Costa, who developed a reputation for posting memes and trolls on social media in recent years. Pereira is giving me effing mad Costa vibes, bro. Adesanya said, like, literally, he did the Segway thing, the hoverboard thing, and I didn't even know what that was a diss to me. I kind of agree. It's like I don't really. I guess it's a diss. So I was kind of like, really, okay, whatever. And then he recently just did the tennis ball thing. I seen on the gram, and I was like, okay, oh, okay. Adesanya plans to respond to Pereira with violence rather than engage in his rival's pre-fight antics. Adesanya says he's choosing to stay 100% focused on the task at hand and let his fists do the talking. I remember Costa was doing skits with his guys and all that stuff. Adesanya recalled, same thing. I don't react. I'm like, what do you want from me? He wants me to react. I don't react. But I will respond, and I will respond with violence when it's time. Blah, da, da, da. Anything else? Anything else? No, I think that's about it for this whole story. It seemed like they're just having fun with each other. You know, this is a personal beef between these two. Like I said, this will be their third fight. Their first fight was a unanimous decision victory for Pereira, I believe. That was in kickboxing, and then the second fight ended with Alex Pereira knocking out Israel Adesanya. A lot of people use that meme, the Israel Adesanya get knocked out meme, on the internet. So Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya, they're just having a little bit of fun. I would imagine Israel Adesanya has a lot more respect for Alex Pereira, especially being the one that, he gets knocked out by. He's going to have to respect him because he's been knocked out by him. But I also think this is not only do I think, I know this is a completely different sport. So Alex Pereira definitely has to respect that Israel Adesanya is the current UFC middleweight champion for a reason. If you look at the list of people he have fought, like we would love to have seen Pereira fight, maybe a Costa, a Romero, a Marvin Vittori, a Robert Whitaker, a Jared Cannonier, right? Like he has two nice victory. His last victory came over Sean Strickland. I believe it was a first round knockout. So that's like one of his top opponents he's faced in MMA. I just think with the record of Israel Adesanya in MMA and opponents he's fought, you could just say in the last 6 fights since becoming champion. Obviously, you're going to fight top of the line people when you become champion, but I can't see any of them, or I would see almost the majority of them being able to beat Pereira. But we don't know. Maybe Pereira is that good, or does he just have Israel Adesanya's number? We will see. Israel Adesanya has basically cleaned out the middleweight division. So the winner of this fight, who knows what happens after that. I personally would like to see Hazmat Chimaev come up to middleweight and challenge the winner of this fight. But that's just like my opinion. Let me know what you think about this fight. This fight is happening next week. Israel out of current middleweight, undisputed middleweight champion Israel Adesanya will be defending his bout versus an opponent he is in combat sports 0-2, one decision loss, and that last fight ended with Israel Adesanya being knocked out by the next challenger, Alex Pereira. Let me know, who do you have in that fight for UFC 281 next weekend. I am Jason. The world is yours. Today, we had a story about Israel Adesanya saying that Alex Pereira is giving me Paulo Costa vibes before their main event at 281. Thank you for watching.